I thought I had my finances all figured out. Then life threw me a curveball. I managed to lower my debt payments by $400 a month. That would free up cash flow. And I was ready to start crushing my debt faster. But then my nursing shifts started getting canceled. And here's how I'm navigating this setback and how you can too. Hello, ladies. It's Dion again from Dee-Lightful Wealth Creation. And if you've been following my journey, you know that I have been working on becoming financially stable and ultimately financially independent and free by becoming debt free, by saving and investing more. Recently, I had a big win. I consolidated some of my debt and I was able to reduce my monthly payments by over $400. Now, this gave me some much needed breathing room in my budget. That gave me a $400 cash flow. And so I was excited and I was motivated. I even planned to pick up 2 or 3 extra nursing shifts each month so that I can knock out my smaller credit card debts that I have. I have a couple of small ones. And then I wanted to move into tackling the bigger loans that I have, the consolidation loan that I just took out, and I also had another loan separate from my mortgage. But then life happened. Out of nowhere, my nursing job started canceling shifts. Now, as a per diem nurse, I usually work full-time hours. A lot of times nurses will just pick up a couple of days for the month. No, I work 36 to 48 hours per week. And I was doing the 48 for a while and then had to cut back on getting that overtime because I noticed that they hired a few more people. So I could only get the 36 hours, which in nursing, 3 12-hour shifts, that is full-time. So I was working full-time hours and I've been doing that for years. I've been working full-time hours as per diem since 2021. But suddenly those hours weren't guaranteed anymore and my steady plan for debt payoff was completely disrupted. I don't know if you've been noticing on YouTube or in the news that a lot of healthcare workers, nurses, we have been getting laid off, and hospitals have been closing. And not just nurses, doctors, CNAs, other allied healthcare workers have been losing their jobs or getting reduced hours because of the things that are happening here in the United States with healthcare cuts and also with this unstable economy. So it's affecting a lot of people, and we used to think that healthcare was the recession-proof job to have or profession to have, and it is recession proof no longer, and it has now hit my home. So I had to dip into my emergency fund just to stay afloat. And I'll be honest, at first it felt very discouraging. I thought, how am I supposed to build financial stability even when my income isn't stable? How can I come on YouTube and talk to other women like I'd been talking all this time about becoming financially stable, making sure you have extra streams of income, and just trying to pour out encouragement and show you what I've been doing. But I've also shared that I've made many money mistakes along the way, and I've paid off a lot of debt in the past. I have some other debts. Some are new, but I have other debts. And I just want to show you that I am not perfect. I am human just like everyone else. And I am on this journey. That's why I always say I'm on this journey to financial stability, to achieve financial stability. And I knew what I had to do is just to knock out the debts, keep investing and saving simultaneously, just the way I've done in the past. But now I had never had the difficulty or the challenge of being able to have consistent work. And now suddenly it is starting to affect my home. So I want to share how I am managing that. And I'm going to continue doing my Debt to Freedom Journey series on this channel. So hit the like and subscribe button so that you can see how I'm doing. I'm going to share my wins. I'm going to share my setbacks and just give encouragement. So just keep watching. But here's the truth that I really want you to hear. I want you to really listen to me. Wins and setbacks are both part of this journey. My $400 money savings is still a victory. It freed up $400 in the budget. The canceled shifts, on the other hand, are a challenge. But both can exist at the same time, and both are shaping how I'm going to move forward. So I shared in a previous video that I'm going to continue moving forward to achieving financial stability. I may have to slow down on some of the debt payoff, but I'm still going to be focused on that. I want to rebuild my emergency fund because I've had to dip into that, and I don't want to touch any of my retirement fund or any of the stock portfolio, that is definitely for like dire emergency. I really want to just keep moving forward, and I want to encourage you to do the same if you're also experiencing some instability with jobs and with employment. So I shared in a previous video some of the strategies that I plan to take during this time of economic instability in this country. And one of them is to continue using my profession. I'm a nurse. I'm going to continue to use that as my main foundation for income. So I am still on a job search for stability, looking for something more full time, but I'm still going to keep the per diem job that I have. It is a good job. I like the environment. I like the people. The manager and I get along well. So I'm going to keep that job. I'm even considering looking full time there. The reason why I was a little hesitant is because it's a good little distance in a different county from where I live, but it is worth the drive. So I'm going to continue looking for full time, and I'm going to keep that per diem job. So that'll give me two income streams once I have found the full-time nursing job. I'm also going to continue reselling for some extra cash. I did share in a previous video and also shared it on a couple of YouTube shorts how I made some money on Facebook pretty quickly on the Facebook marketplace. But I want you to try selling, and I'm going to try it on some other sites. I'm going to try eBay. I'm going to try Poshmark and see what happens. But I'm going to continue using Facebook Marketplace because that was the most successful for me. I made a $300 in one day selling just 2 items on Facebook Marketplace. And that just opened my eyes. And so now I'm committed to selling more online. I'm not so afraid of it anymore. I don't feel so intimidated. And it's a practical way to bring in some quick cash, and it works. And I'm going to still continue focusing on my business, Dee-Lightful Wealth Creation, educating women 45 and older how to become financially stable. I'm going to be sharing my journey with you. So I'm really going to continue focusing on that and trying to become monetized on YouTube. And I encourage you to explore the same idea. Look for multiple streams of income. And if one area slows down, another can carry you through. So if you're struggling right now, please know you are not alone in this struggle. Many of us are facing reduced hours, unemployment, rising costs, and unexpected setbacks like what I just experienced. But this doesn't mean your dream of financial freedom is over. Here are 3 practical options that I want to just share with you that you can explore right now if you're over 45 and you're looking for some extra income. Again, reselling online. I told you I had some success with Facebook Marketplace. I want to check into eBay. You could try Poshmark. And these are some great places to start. It doesn't require much upfront investment. And you can start with things you already have at home. I'm not telling you to go out and go do a bunch of thrifting to find things to purchase and then resell. Try reselling what you already have at home, just the way I did. Things that are gently used, that are in great condition. I had things that were brand new in the box. And I have a couple of more items that I'm going to put on Facebook Marketplace, and I'll let you know how those do as well. How about freelancing your skills? Many of you have years of experience, whether it's in healthcare, administration, some kind of corporate job, whether it's customer service, whether it's teaching. Sites like Upwork or Fiverr let you turn those skills into extra income. So consider your expertise. You've been working for years. And even if you weren't working outside of the home, you've been working inside of your home, running and running a household, raising children. You have experience, you have expertise that you can share online and make some money that way. What about a simple service-based business? Think about babysitting. People underestimate that. Daycares are very expensive. So think about advertising or offering your service of being a babysitter. You've been a great grandmother, some of you, a great aunt, some of you. What about babysitting? What about pet sitting if you're an animal lover? What about house cleaning? House cleaning some people may feel like, oh, that's beneath them. No, it is not. You clean your house anyway. And when you think about what's going on in this economy, we don't have time for a whole lot of pride. There is nothing wrong with doing housekeeping. There are a lot of people who are multi-millionaires, if not high 6-figure earners, by having a cleaning company where they send people out to go and clean homes. That may be something you want to consider. Or you can consider doing virtual assistant. Now, virtual assistant is becoming a little shady, or but I don't want to use the word shady. It's becoming a little tricky because now you have AI, and AI has eliminated a lot of jobs where you don't even really need as many people to help run a company. AI is replacing people, it's replacing jobs. So that one may be not as stable as the other ones that I have mentioned, or not as lucrative as the others that I've mentioned. So these things so far are in demand. They're low barrier ways to earn quickly. And if you're struggling with high interest debt like I was, consider looking into getting a debt consolidation loan or a personal loan with a lower interest rate if you qualify. Now, this may not be the right solution for everyone, but for me, it freed up $400 a month. That money makes a big difference, makes a huge difference in my budget. Some people may not think 400 is a lot, but if you're paycheck to paycheck or your income is being affected, $400 is a lot of money. Now, I want to hear from you. What setbacks are you facing right now? And tell me, what steps are you taking to push forward? We have to push. Your comment might be the encouragement or solution someone else in this community may be able to benefit from, something that they may need, something I may need. So please share, because together we can find strength in knowing that we are not alone. If this video gave you hope or some helpful ideas, please like it, subscribe for updates on my debt to freedom journey. And remember, setbacks don't erase progress. They're just part of the process. Keep going, keep adjusting, and keep believing that financial stability is possible. And please definitely share this with another fabulous woman like yourself, especially those who are over 45, who need this encouragement, who are being affected by the job market today. And remember that we are in this together. Until next time, take care.